Okay, let's start off with this question. Well, we're gonna do questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's all to do with adding and subtracting fractions. Right. So add or subtract fractions, and these are the fractions. So the first one is 6/5 plus 1/2. So number one, 6/5 plus 1/2. So what we do is, first of all, we look at the denominators 2 and 5. They are different, so we need to make them the same. So how do we make them the same? If I multiply the 5 by the 2, I get 10. Multiply the 2 by the 5, I get 10. So if I multiply by 2 on the left side, I multiply the top by 2, and here multiply the top by 5. Because 2 divided by 2 is 1, so it's as if we have not done anything to the fraction 6/5. So the important thing is that the fraction has not changed. Same as 1/2, we multiplied by 5 divided by 5, which basically is a 1. So we've multiplied both fractions by 1 technically. So now we do 6 times 2, we get 10 over, not 10, we get 12 divided by 10 plus 5 divided by 10, okay, which gives us 12 add 5 is 17 divided by 10, because now the denominators are the same, so we can add the two fractions. You can rewrite this as 1 and 7/10, okay, but that is the correct answer. So that was number one. So number two, 6/5 minus 1/2. So number two is 6/5 minus half. So this time it's a minus, but the same rules apply. We have to make the denominators the same. So I'm going to multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 5, multiply by 5. And I think now you understand why we're doing the multiplication, because we're trying to make the denominators the same. So that's now a 10, that's now a 10. So this becomes 12 divided by 10, take away, or minus 5 divided by 10, which basically gives you 7 divided by 10. So that's number 2 done. Number 3 is 1/4 plus 1. So number 3, 1/4, add a 1. Okay, so the first thing we do is we can rewrite this as 1/4 add 1 over 1, because 1, this 1 here, divided by 1 still remains a 1, okay? So after we've done that, the denominators are different. I've got a 4 and a 1, okay? I've got a 4 and a 1. So to make them similar, I'm going to multiply this side by 1, multiply by 1, multiply by 4, multiply by 4, which gives me 1 divided by 4 plus 4 divided by 4. If you notice, 4 divided by 4 is a 1, so it's this same number here, okay, with an equal sign. 1 at 4 is 5, and the denominator is not the same, so that's just a 4, and you can rewrite this as 1 1/4. So this or that would be the answer to number 3. Number 4, let's do number 4 here. So number 4 is 1/4, take away 1. So 1/4 minus 1 is the same as 1/4 minus 1 over 1, which if we multiply by 4 here and by 4 and by 1 and by 1, we end up with 1/4 minus 4/4, or 4 over 4. 1 minus 4 is minus 3, okay? So this becomes minus 3 over 4. If you're not sure why this is a negative answer, because you're subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number, the answer is a negative. You could simply say 4 minus 1, get 3, and then just put a negative on it. Or you could say 1 minus 4 equals a negative 4 minus 1. This still gives you minus 3. Okay, so I think we're going to leave it. I'm going to leave it here. So we've just done only these here. And now I'm going to do another video to look at multiplying and dividing fractions.